Else to go by the name Com3dy. This poem, I don't know why, but I'm so nervous to perform it. I feel like it's the most personal one I've ever written. I think that's why I'm really nervous. So if I mess up, I have it on my phone. Bear with me. I'm gonna try my best. All right. So this poem is called Dead Laughter. You know, for a guy who calls himself Com3dy, I'm really not that funny. Matter of fact, if I had to describe myself in one sentence, I would say that I'm a room full of ex-lovers singing happy birthday. It's safe to say I'm awkward. In my younger years, I never watched Dragon Ball Z like the rest of my friends. Instead, I watched a show from the 90s called Friends. Most of the jokes going over my adolescent head, but I laughed anyways when the laugh track played. Now removed from my childhood, I understand the jokes, but what saddens me is the realization that some of the happiness I hear in the chuckles belong to the deceased dead laughter. My life, the sitcom. The laugh tracks, past version of myself trying to bring some joy into this current episode of my life titled Depression. Hitting me harder than the left hook from Mike Tyson. Some days I duck, other days I wish to get knocked out. 26 years of life, and for the last two, I feel like the man in the mirror has done a horrible job of reflecting how I feel. I assume this is what people see when they look at me. Laughing on the outside, empty and numb within. My heart was a train wreck with earthquakes for legs, all while my brain spun faster than a tornado. To call me a disaster would have been a compliment. Trying to remember the last time I said I'm fine and actually meant it. Afraid of my emotions because it'll be gone in a couple moments, so when I feel empty, I'll purposely think a sad thought so I can feel like a human again. I had a friend tell me that depression isn't just sadness. It's feeling all too much or feeling nothing at all. It never introduces itself. It lives within me rent-free, never cleaning up the mess it makes, often showing up in places where it's never welcome. Is anybody else sick and tired pretending that things are okay when life seems to be giving up on showing you your purpose? Sick of feeling like you're a burden to everyone around you, like you're disposable or worthless. Depression is a Rubik's Cube some people gave up on solving. And there isn't an algorithm to figure out this complex puzzle. Some people try to figure it out, other people give up for life, like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Felt numb for so long, tried crawling his way towards sanity, but in the end, didn't prevail. Robin Williams once said that comedy is acting out optimism, but outside of the public eye, his reality was the opposite. About 3,000 people suffer from the same fate per day, thinking that killing the voices inside their head will make it all go away, leaving nothing but memories in forms of pictures and videos where friends and family cry nonstop because they just didn't know how much their loved one was suffering alone. Raise your hand if you ever felt alone in a room full of people. Yo, that was me for 730 days. I was half the man I used to be. Other half was misery. This is where comedy decided to meet reality. A shell of my potential. Spiritually empty, so I lost my drive. Physically alive, but dead inside. I cried in silence.
Let's go, man.
Frequently hearing I love you, but never really felt it. And now my demons stopped hiding. Now they're mocking me. Dead laughter. This is usually the part of my poems where I try to put a positive spin on things, but while writing this, I didn't feel very optimistic. I'd be foolish to guarantee you that things will be okay, but I will remind you that every season has many episodes. This is just the one you don't like. Cliffhangers are needed for seasons to end so I can begin a new chapter in my life, and I'll title it, How I Conquered Depression. I can't tell you much about the storyline because it's still being written each day, but if I were to be honest with you, I will tell you that this feeling never fully goes away. It returns like reruns, but should never be the main focus. Surround yourself with love. Be honest and open. Main lesson to depression, maintain your faith. Fight every day. When someone has the nerve to tell you to get over it, you tell them to stay in your lane. Main lesson to depression. Maintain your faith. Fight every day. And when someone has the nerve to tell you to get over it, tell them to stay in their lane. Create a safe place for your body and mind, and do not rush progression because it takes some time. Find your smile again. Try to accept a compliment. Don't look at where you need to go, but focus and take pride in where you have been. You are a masterpiece, perfectly imperfect. That's what makes you human. It's okay to be human. As for me, I'm happier now. I rediscovered inner peace. It took some time, but if you say it and convince yourself, you're going to be fine. Believe in your worth, and you will survive this. You have to want a better life just as much as you need it. refuse to let your troubles be the main factor, because as of recently, my laugh tracks are currently up to date. I stopped depending on dead laughter. Thank you.